Hello, YouTube land. How you guys doing out there? Thanks for coming in. Hope everyone's doing well today. We've got a massive sliver, so I'm just digging at it real quick. Got a huge piece of carbon fiber stuck in my thumb. Welcome in, everybody. Just 1 minute here. I'm just digging out a massive carbon fiber splinter out of my thumb. What's up, Zilly? Yeah, I got this massive sliver in my thumb, so just give me a second here. I'm just digging it out. And I'm going to work on some quads today and showing off the 3D printer, getting her going there. Printed some pink TPU. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for coming in for sure. Yeah, I got the day off because I did a short day at work today, so we're just hanging out here. I'm going to work on some quads. It's been really rainy here for the past week, so basically our rain is our winter weather. So once that passes, I think we're going to have some sunshine this weekend. And all should be good. Wow, this sliver just will not give up. All right. I don't know if you'll be able to see that little tiny sliver. It's pretty big. Careful what you're rubbing your fingers against, especially when you got some frames that have had some abuse. Got these tiny little skulls that I was going to put in for my frame here. So these little TPU guys, they kind of go into the sides here. I don't know if you can see this one in the back. Yeah, you can be able to see that. Much lower. There you go, that guy. So he kind of sticks in the back of the frame there. And it's kind of just like a little protector, but also kind of like a little cool little graphic thing. And it came with the Mutiny frame, so you can download them right off the Gank Multi-Orders Thingiverse page if you guys want to get into that. Over there, I'm printing a new TPU mount, but in pink and in 35 degrees. This one is a 30 degree. I've got different colors for different degrees. And then I've got some other things I'm going to be printing as well for it. I might get a crossfire mount, but I'm not sure. But there we go. I'm going to try and put this one in the other back end piece, but there's not a lot of ways for it to stick in there. Not that it's going to stay, that's for sure. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. Anytime you need more, just let me know. Put them over top of the motor wires, and then they kind of sit in there nicely with the motor wires sometimes. Not this one. Well, this one is much. Nope, not really. Yeah, I can make it fit. probably glue them in somehow. It'd be kind of funny. Just have a bunch of them all wrapped around the bottom of it. So you got 3 on one side. And eventually 3 on the other side once I get the other one mounted properly. Kind of look cool. Except they just fall out. So I'm going to have to get them mounted better, and then maybe that'll be the idea. I'll keep those off to the side. All right, so I'm just waiting for this one to finish printing, and then we'll be able to mount that on there with the screws that are provided. Let's mount these in here for now. That way I don't lose them. All right, now this one is the little 3-inch build that I had. I assembled it, and for some reason it wouldn't power up when this was attached. So I think I'm going to have to resolder these parts from the board and then resolder them going back on, because I don't think I was getting a good connection on one of them. And with how hard they are to see. Hey, Tim. On Vertical Limit, how you doing? Great content. Watched your video earlier today, I think it was, and yeah, awesome. Keep it up, man. Looks great. Looks good. Let's see. Okay, let's get some soldering action going on here. So, of course, I got my little trusty, I believe this is the TX100 or whatever. It's been quite a while since I've had it. Yeah, TS100. A little soldering iron. Got a secondary tip for it for the small stuff, and some of the bigger kind of stuff. So this is a tiny little chisel tip, and this is what I'm going to be switching out to, because the smaller ends are definitely a lot better for all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's the wrong one. Yeah, all the leaves are going to be going wells for sure. Nice. Lunchtime with Marcel. Enjoy some coffee. Yeah, this thing's pretty dope. It's got a little LED light on it, but I use a different LED light that is kind of more portable for it. So I'm going to use this one here to do the lighting. I am printing a GoPro mount for my 5-inch. Mr. Crowley, how you doing, buddy? You, Doc? It is a session mount, yes. Lion Yield, what's up? Everybody, thanks for coming in. I'm streaming on both Off-Axis 3D and as well as my Off-Axis FPV channel. No. My helping hands is falling down. Oh yeah, this one got way too much solder on it. That one was probably the issue. I'm gonna clean it all up, start again. Robert Glazer, how you doing? Yeah, it's TPU. Yeah, you Doc. Was kind of busy, so I didn't really get a chance to be on Discord or anything like that last night. All right. Woo-wee. Stop falling over. There we go. Now the hardest part is making sure we don't get any solder on the other pads connecting any. So tough. Oh man, this thing keeps moving on me. Should be stronger. I think that's not touching, but I can't be sure. It's probably worse now. Fuck. These little pads are so hard to solder. It's insanity. But one just wants to touch each other badly over there. There we go. I think that got it. Okay. Well, that should have solved that issue. And we gotta go back to the other end of it again and do the other ones. VTX stand. Hope you guys are having a good day today. Happy Monday, or whatever. If you don't like Mondays, sorry about Mondays. Yeah. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. see if I can get this one to go on here without touching. It's pretty tight. Ooh, that was perfect. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. I love Mondays. No, I'm pretty sure it goes white and then yellow. Oh no, it goes yellow then white. I'm gonna go white then yellow. What the hell? Son of a beach. This thing is kind of annoying me right now. It doesn't want to stay held at all. Must be some kind of like spot in it where it's flatter. I am not getting any strength on it. Touching with a soldering iron, it falls over. It's ridiculous. All right. Those are the pieces I need to solder, so that should be good to go. We'll see. We will see. Sure nothing conductive is on here. No balls of solder or nothing. Take some props off. Just because it's easier to work with. This guy was tuned and ready to go. And then for some reason the camera wouldn't turn on. Yeah, I went to go flying, so I'm hoping that it was just the soldering. Yeah, all my drones are pretty much custom built, my own specs and everything like that. Yeah. Most FPV drones look like this, though. Big mess of wires. Okay. Always make sure your antenna is attached when you're plugging in. Let's see. Show it the light up. Nope. So I guess the camera's probably dead. Pretty sure it was the camera that I unplugged before. So let's see here. Could be the VTX. Wow. That would suck if it's the VTX. It's the VTX. Now, saying that, something could be just shorted in here where it's not soldered correctly. Right there. Right there. I see the problem. It's on the VTX. Okay, so now I know. You take this piece off. Let's start at the soldering iron again. Now that we know what the problem is, we can adjust for that. So there's little contacts on here that, I guess, with the amount of solder that ended up being on it, it connected. So I've got to take that one off and resolder, and it should be good to go. I don't use a smoke stopper. I'm crazy like that. Crazy like that. See, there's got to be a flat side to this thing. There isn't. It didn't put a flat side on it. What dummies. Always gonna fall. Always gonna fall. It's tight as tight can be. Guess I'm gonna have to machine that flat on one side. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Yeah, you got to be very sure on yourself when you're doing that kind of stuff for sure, man. I guess I'm just overly confident on my building, but things do happen. I think I should probably. I can use this one still. I was gonna say I could use a longer wire on here, but don't need to. Don't need to. Yeah. Pretty sure I had one when I started too, and then I gave it to a friend who needed it. Okay, let's go back on here. So now it's these two lines need to be separated better. Put this down. Oh, come on, get out of there. Does not want to come out of there. Fuck. Need to use. Where is it? On my other desk. Some people will use a solder sucker. I like to use a wick. Jesus, this freaking need to change out the tips, I think. this light over here. All right, guys, thanks for coming in. Just working on this little piece here. Gonna get some solder off of it. Hopefully with this stupid little 100 killed soldering iron. If I can get the other tip on it. It's just not enough heat. Not enough heat on this thing. So we'll come back to that. What size of wick are you using? I need to order some. This is 1.5 meter, 5 feet. It's 2.5 millimeter, 1/10. How you doing, Hugh? Gary T. How you doing, Gary T? I love my silicone work mat. I wouldn't give it up for the world. Yeah, it's been raining here all week and all the way through this week, and probably it says it's going to be sunny and stuff on Saturday and Sunday, but we'll see about that one. Get some of this off of there. Wow, this is really on there. Where's this fucking thing? All right, that looks like it's separated. Didn't even have to use the wick. All right. Looks like it should do the job. Oh, didn't put the wires back on to the VTX yet. That's right. I totally forgot about that. That's got to be powered at least, eh? So the wires got to connect to that. Right. Yeah, it's been raining here for a while now. So hopefully, by the time I get all my drones all fixed up and ready to go, it'll be the time to fly. It'll be the best. Okay, let's get this thing rolling. All right, now we're good. I think. Can never be too certain. Yay! Thumbs up for this guy. All right, now to put it back together. All right, getting some progress. Yeah, so that's all it was just a little bit too much solder on the VTX. Because this one you put together, this is the Mamba VTX. It's pretty small. Yeah, ultra tiny VTX. So you have to actually solder it onto a board. You don't have to, but it makes mounting easier. I'm coming to the realization that maybe it would have been better without me putting one on, but here's what it is. This has got to go this way. Not enough room. That's enough room. Okay. And then this goes up here. Now, is that enough room? Not really. I need a donut. I need a donut. There it is. What's up, Technique? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Just building some drone parts here and putting her together. Get on there. That should hold up nicely. I'm gonna put some hot glue on this. That way it stays. All right. Gonna warm up the glue gun over there on my other desk. And we'll get this thing going. Then we'll do a quick little show off of it, cruising around, and then yeah, we'll be done for that. I did want to put some LED lights on my 6-inch, but I figured out that they were more for a smaller quad, like this one. So these are the tiny LEDs, RGB race light wires, mini LEDs. I'll give you a show what they look like here. They're really small. Again, good for a little micro build. So these little guys will basically go from motor to the motor on your ESC. They go up to 6S, so there's no problem there. But yeah, these little LEDs you can put on your arms. Of course, they break off into individual pieces for you to mount individually. So, don't know if I'm going to use them. Might give them away. We'll see. Yeah, dude, LED everything. LED the world, bro. LEDs are a lot of fun when you're definitely like chasing people or, out ripping with friends. You can follow each other a lot easier with LED lights on your quad. That's the biggest reason I like it. Not too many other reasons why. Oh, really? Yeah, it's a good question. So this quad started off as my GoPro Session 3-inch rig, and then I decided I didn't want to carry a GoPro Session on it anymore, just because it wasn't as agile or fun. So what I did was I decided I would create my own canopy and put a 4K camera on it. So now this is the. Is that going to work? Fuck. Oh, that's in the way. This is the. I think it's Real ACC. Forget the actual manufacturer of the actual frame. But I got a Diatone 20 by 20 stack in it. Or is it? Yeah, it's a custom build, that's for sure. Printed my own canopy for it. Yeah, what can I say about it? Runcam hybrid camera. I'm just going to put it like that. That should work. Yeah, it's going to be a badass. Ram Donko, hello, how you doing? New to the chat, new to the stream, I welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Today I'm streaming on both off-axis 3D and off-axis FPV. Doing both kind of printing and building at the same time here. And they go hand in hand in our little world of FPV over here. So if you want to check out some videos, hit that subscribe button on that one, or check out the other one for 3D printing and making. Not very, I don't post a lot on the 3D Maker one, but definitely have some content on there. Definitely will change after the holidays, but I've been very busy with work and other stuff. So thanks for coming in. One more little zip tie around the back end. Keep wires from dangling out or hitting anything. All right. Yep. I like to always separate my RX and my VTX away from each other. Same with the battery. I keep that well away from things as well. Yeah, this is a custom canopy. You can get the one that doesn't hold the hybrid. It comes with just like the regular FPV style camera, which is a smaller hole for it, but I redesigned it. I still have to redesign it a bit more because the standoffs will hold it exactly where it wants to be. But for me, this is a decent camera angle anyway, so I'm okay with this. And we're good to go. Everything lighting up. Looks solid. Looks solid. The only way we can tell is if we try it out. Yeah, and this thing's got little gummies on the bottom that I 3D printed as well. So they're pretty hard, but they're TPU. So they'll give a little bit of a slide, but not too much, which is kind of perfect in my opinion. I believe these are the HQ 3x3. Yeah, they're the Flash, I believe they're called. Yeah, definitely a 3-inch. Definitely a 3-inch. Can I go back? No, I can't go back. It's not enough room to go back. This is just a tester battery. I would actually be flying a little heavier of a battery than this, but this will see how well she floats. All right. Now that we got the soldering game figured out, we start putting this away. I was wondering where else the chat questions were coming from. Yes. So yeah, hit me up on the YouTube on both channels. People are talking in both. Welcome in. Let's see here. You on YouTube. Yeah, it's pretty lonely over there on the other channel. I don't have too many subscribers over there, so that's why not too many people pop in over there. It's all right. It's all good. Ryan Neal, the famous food guy. I believe it. Somehow I just believe it. All right, let's see what we can get out of this. We do have color. We do have video. So it's a VX145 frame. We're getting video signal, but it definitely has some waves in it. I'll have to figure that out. But otherwise, let's see what happens when we try and hover it. This is not going to go well. Looks like she runs. Oh, it's raining, buddy. It's definitely raining out there. It's so windy too. It's ridiculous. It's sometimes it's not even the rain. It's the wind. What do you mean? What the fuck am I wearing? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What am I wearing? I'm wearing shorts and a shirt. What the fuck are you wearing, Mr. Hiding on camera all the time? All right. Well, that's a success. Got that one done. And I got this one almost done. I'm just waiting for the 3D print GoPro mount for it. And then that will be the game on that one. The next thing I really wanted to start on working on is something I've never really tried to do anything with yet, is a wing. So I started off. Let's see here. Hang on 1 second. Put this custom lens cap on here if it fits. Doesn't look like it does. Kind of does, kind of doesn't. Next thing I want to start on was this wing. Picking on your socks. Yeah, the thermals. So we've got the servos. We've got the ESC. I picked up the world's smallest ESC. So this is a little Emax ESC that I'm going to use for this little wing. And yeah, I've never really put a wing together myself, so I'm still learning a lot from the setup, but it should be fairly self-explanatory. But I haven't even picked up the motor for it yet. I'm not even sure this little motor will work. Yep, 3D printed. It's pretty close to the right size of what I want. So let's mount this first, because that's pretty easy. Find some good hardware for it. Definitely might need a longer one than this. Definitely might. That should be all right. All right. Hope you guys are doing awesome out there. If you guys want to pop in and say hello, I'm going to throw the link up in the chat. You guys can pop in and say hello and hang out if you want. You got nothing else to do and you're just hanging out. Feel free, man. Just come on and pop your nose in, and hope you guys are having a good Monday. I like the 3D printing on the side. I like the 3D printing on the side. I don't get to see it work much. Oh, word. And there you go. I definitely used to spend a lot more time doing it, but now it's more or less just for myself and small projects like this. I need to spend more time learning about electronics and stuff like that to do a lot of real cool stuff that I want to do. Do you like separating frequencies apart across the craft? Yeah. Too busy to pop in. Got to order a silicone mat, a camera for my printer nozzle. Word, man. No worries. The camera I'm going to use, I think, is in here as well. If it still works or not, I'm not sure. I think it does. Now, as far as I can remember, I believe on wings, you really want to have the camera angle down more than up, like you do on a regular quad. I do like this one better, as long as it works. All the beers. No worries, man. No worries. I think if I shave down a piece of it, I might be able to fit it in there really nicely. Really nice. That could sit in there nicely. Let's see here. Put it down. That will be nice and flat, actually, just like that. Maybe not exactly flat, but close. Oh no, yeah, you can get 3D printers cheap, man. I'm actually selling one of mine here in Vancouver to make room for other things in my life. I don't need 3D printers anymore. I'm just carving the crap out of this mount. I want to make so it fits in this thing nicely. And I can glue it in place. I think that's gonna have to do. I've got a little bit more of this thing. Now, eventually I'll probably 3D print a replacement piece for this, but for now, yep, very quiet. It's got a soundboard on it. I upgraded the fans on it. I definitely wouldn't want a printer that makes a lot of noise. Had one like that for a little while, and then I upgraded pretty quick. Because again, I don't like the noise. I don't mind it on some things, but it's just when I print as much as I was, it was just way too much noise. Way too much noise. Okay, so I'm going to glue this into place. And yeah. Airsoft parties, eh? Yeah, I've seen people do a lot of that. There's actually a guy on YouTube that has parts like that, and he's called Out of Darts or something like that. And he's got a whole channel about him 3D printing darts and dart guns and all kinds of cool stuff. Sells them a lot online. I think it's Out of Darts or something like that. Now, I believe with these servos, I'm going to have to glue them in place as well. But I'm not super experienced on where they should be and everything like that, so I might have to hang on to that. Also, I also don't have the RX for it, so I can't really get this thing fully gone, ready to go and fly. Mainly because I don't really know a lot about it, and I need to maybe watch a couple videos on it and make sure my experience level on what I'm doing here instead of just doing it. Because all these pieces need to fit on top of here. I'll have to definitely shorten down a lot of wires and stuff like that, but it's definitely placement is going to be a big thing. And yeah, going here in a while to meet the wifey after some fast food can only take good Southern cooking for so long. It's good and healthy, but I'm not passing up a cheeseburger. Right on, man. Let's see here. I could get this wired up. Take the wires, solder them onto this instead of having them onto there. That would shorten that up. This would probably go to the battery. So we'd want to go maybe like this. You can mount it like right there. You could have the wires going right there. The battery is going to go up front. So maybe that's long enough perfectly. And then this will be shortened down to be way shorter. Yeah, Blind Needles knows all about the food thing. You guys want tips on how to make good food. So what I could do is I could solder the wires onto here. Even if I leave a little extra, I should be fine. This will have to go to, I believe, the power to my RX. So I'm going to have to change those out as well. And then this will go to my RX as well. So I'm going to glue this in place, and I'll be right back. Let's get this glued in. All right, hot glue activated. What is the specs of that pink beast? Let me find out for you exactly here, and I'll put it in the chat. So I have it written down. Or do I? I don't. Well, I'll tell you in a bit. So I think it's a full speed frame. Just let me verify real quick. Could be what's called real ACC. It could be oh, it is a full speed. Okay, it's a full speed RC VX145 frame. Yeah, it's a Diatone 20x20 stack. Let me verify 100% which stack it is. Let's see here. It could be that one or this one. That one is like that. Let's see. I think it is the MK2. don't think it's the MK 3.5. No, it's definitely not the 3.5. So it's a Diatone Mamba F405 Mini MK2 30 amp. It's a 3 to 5S stack. And it is running Diatone Mamba 1408s, 4000 kV. 1408, 4000 kV. It has the Runcam hybrid #1, so it's not the full 4K. It's got Crossfire, of course. Oh no, it doesn't have Crossfire. It has oh yeah, there's Crossfire, but the VTX is a Mamba Ultra Tiny VTX, and then yeah, Crossfire. Yeah, 1408s. They're originally in my Shendrone Squirt. Oh, we'll have a lot of torque. Yep. Torquey. I should save that just in case. So now the camera is in there and affixed in the spot. I can now decide on a couple more things here before I finish off. So again, I'm going to resolder these motor wires onto that. So I can do that now, or I can do that later. I'm going to have to mount these as well. So these go in line with those so that the flaps work. And then they have to be in line perfectly. So I'll probably use some steel line that I have. It'd be nice if they had some in-grooves there to tell me exactly where. This ESC can go right in the back. Weighs nothing. All right. Might be a good idea just to take this motor off here and then solder it and then put it back on, just in case I get some melting on the plastic. That would suck. All right, well, getting these off with might be a pain in the ass. All right, let's bring back this little trusty, not so trusty holder. All right, get you all plugged in here. Boom. Protect all your electronics. Maybe I'm going to put it the right way around so I can actually get at it. Back to the soldering board. All right, now we're doing the wing. Third build. Things are about to get crazy. One wire. Two wire. These are good wires too, actually. Use them for my other drones. Three wire. Now I think these still have some love on them. Let's give them some extra love just in case. Not that edge. Shaky, shaky. Oh, yeah, that was tough. They were good. So this is a little robot that I built a little while ago. This guy is fully remote. He's got 3 servos, one for his head to rotate and 2 for his feet to move around like this. I haven't had him running in a while because it was definitely on my old remote and things like that. So I've never really got to use it as much. Yeah, that office spot is a ripper. I'm definitely going to be going back there as soon as the weather gets nice here. But unfortunately, the weather has been poop here. So inside this little guy is just the parts and a big battery inside. And it all runs off of just 3 servos. But for today, we're going to strip it. We're going to use this RX. As the RX for that build. I'm not going to use the battery, of course. That's going to be a different battery. That one's way too heavy. But I do want to leave it in there. And if you look back on my Alphaxis 3D channel, I do have a video of this thing driving around, as well as a couple other droids that I have. But, in all reality, they just kind of sit there and hang out on a shelf. They don't get as much use as I was hoping they would, really. But they're cool to have. Nonetheless, they're cool to have. Something I 3D printed and made from Michael Badley. So yeah, cool little guy. Drives around. Really good motors on him. So yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But for this guy, I'm going to put him on the plane. Oops. I have to fix that. This antenna just ripped right off like nothing. Because they used a very basic crappy glue on these things. Take care, man. Have a good day. Wow. I just not want to go back on. Wow, it does not want to stay on with crap. I can't even feel it clicking in. Super glue for your friends. Everybody likes super glue. All right, now that RX is fixed, I'm going to have to come up with a way this is going to sit on there. So if my servos are all there, it would be good just to do it like this. And my battery has to sit on there too. I also got to figure out what size battery I'm going to use. Grab that right now. So, battery. It's going to take up almost all of that room. No matter which way I place it, it's going to take up a lot of room. If I put it like that, that may help. I could do it like this. No, I don't want those there. I think I'm going to have to put this here and just move these antennas around to where they need to be. These sitting here too as well. These have to sit in a certain spot, which means they have to sit about there. It's going to have to look something like that eventually. I also don't have a VTX attached. So I might not even use this camera. It powers up, but I might not use this camera. I do want to use the one with the backpack style, so I might just change that out. I've got one sitting on my crawler. Might even shorten these motor wires up even more eventually. And these wires all have to go into this thing. Number one is here. Power negative signal. How come it's only... I think these have to be changed from where they are, because it was signal power in the middle, negative on the outside. Unless this thing only gets signal. I don't know. Again, this is something I'll have to look up in the wiring diagrams. All right, well, we're getting close. But I think I'm going to call it quits on this one for now. I got a couple things I want to look at and investigate and maybe try and figure out how I can make this better or easier. I may have to change a couple things. I'm definitely going to do some research on the wing and get this thing flying, hopefully by this weekend. So again, thank you guys for coming in. It's been awesome. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Have a good day, guys.